Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. We're on today for a special edition of Panther News, only for 8th grade, and we're going to talk about PSATs. We are going to be getting ready for PSAT testing today by doing a readiness check. Dr. Golden, you can pass to the next slide. Each year, the 8th grade does take the PSATs in October. This is probably the sixth time that I'm doing it. We used to do this paper and pencil, and last year we did it virtual, and the students said that they really loved it. It's a lot easier to get through. So what are the PSATs? They are a standardized test that prepares you for the SATs, which you take in high school. So this is kind of like our practice SATs that all 8th grade students in the city of Norwalk will be taking this assessment tomorrow. It assesses your reading, writing, and math. This is a preparation test for your 9th grade experiences. You take this in 8th grade so that you are prepared, and it gives you practice for those assessments that you are going to be taking into high school. And a lot of these are the scores that your colleges later in your high school career will look at. These scores are also going to be used for your high school classes. So we are determining what level of your reading and math class we think, based on your scores, will be for your 9th grade. So this will be one of the data points, as well as the NWEA testing that we just finished last week, that your 9th grade counselors look at to make your schedule for the 9th grade. Some of you may be thinking, hey, wait a minute, it's still September. Why are we talking about high school? As we promised at the very beginning of school this year, 8th grade goes very quickly. We start scheduling high school classes in March, believe it or not. So we need to be looking at your school grades, your assessment grades, your PSATs, so we determine which classes are the best fit for you when you go to 9th grade. All 8th grade students will take the PSAT test tomorrow morning. Today, what we're going to engage in is called a digital readiness check. Once we get off Panther News, your Core 4 teacher will give you the testing tickets that have your individual login credentials. Just like you do for the other assessments, you're going to use your Chromebook. In the apps section, before you log in, you're going to look for the app that says Blue Book. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to use the yellow bar that says use a sign-in ticket from my school. Once you click on that, it will then alert you to log in and use your individual credentials. So it kind of looks like this: sign in with my e-ticket, your user ID, your registration number, all of that is on the testing ticket that your teacher will give to you once this Panther News is over. You must agree to the privacy policy and the use of the app before you are allowed to move on to the next page. Once you do get into the next page, you have to click on Start Exam Setup. All this is doing is, number one, making sure that your Chromebook is compatible with the assessment. And number two, making sure that your individual information, your name, your birth date, all of that is correct. It will ask you a series of questions: phone numbers, emails, your nationalities. Those are optional questions. You do not need to fill out those questions that ask you all about your email, your parents' phone number, all of that. You can just click next until you get to the very end of this screen. And you're going to return home, and you have this practice and prepare page that will pop up. And if you want on your own, you can do a little test preview so you have an idea of some of the assessment questions that are going to be popping up tomorrow. I want to spend a little time now talking about what tomorrow is going to look like. Tomorrow morning, we're going to start the day like we always do. You're going to come in, you're going to grab your breakfast, you're going to go to homeroom. After homeroom, instead of going to your Core 1 class, you are going to your testing site. Students have been given a testing site alphabetically. Your homeroom teacher will tell you which room to go to. There is not a small group setting. There is no accommodations during this PSAT. Everyone is taking the same assessment in their testing site. Students that are unable to stay within their testing site will be asked to leave, and your parent is going to come and pick you up. We do not have alternative settings tomorrow. We do not have a group in the cafeteria. I am not hosting any students. You are to be in your testing site the entire duration of this PSAT assessment. This is very important because we are assessing your ability to access this assessment, which is high school level questions. The test will be difficult, and it's meant to be because we're trying to see to which level your reading and math classes should be for your high school experience. So I want to remind you that tomorrow we do need your Chromebook fully charged. You want to get a good night's sleep, and you want to get a solid breakfast in the morning. We will be testing for the better part of the morning. I anticipate we'll probably be in your testing session until about 11 a.m., and then you'll pass to related arts, and then you'll follow the rest of your day as usual. For right now, I want to close out. I will be walking around so that I can support any students that need help logging into this readiness assessment. And Dr. Golding is available in her office. If anyone's having technical glitches, like your Chromebook is not logging in or you're having trouble, students can come down to the Library Learning Commons. Dr. Golding will be in her office to help with tech, and I will be walking around to the different 8th grade rooms at this time just to make sure that everyone can log in. Teachers, once this broadcast is over, please distribute the testing tickets. Please support your students in logging in. It should not take more than about 5 minutes. And then you're going to collect all of the testing tickets, and we're going to destroy them because tomorrow the students will get new tickets. Okay, thank you, and everyone have a great afternoon.